Welcome back, everybody. Do you like to be in season? Yeah, well, for once, I'm finally going to be in season because right in front of me, I have the Red Bull Winter Editions. Ooh. In particular, the Winter 2025 editions because, it's 2025 for the next 8 days. So, obviously, we have the normal one and the sugar-free. You have seen me have both of these in the Advent chugs, if you've been watching those. And if I'm remembering correctly, because it has been a few days now, they taste exactly the same. However, that was when I was chugging them. When you're sipping them normally, it's a little bit harder to tell. So, my goal here is to figure out, like yesterday with the pink edition, if it tastes any different. Now, you may also be wondering, Brandon, why are you filming outside? Well, I think it happens to be quite in season. It's very wintry right now. It's snowy out. So, of course, winter, sugar-free winter. I think these are going to be great. And obviously, of course, let's just start with the normal winter. Whoa, grand entrance. So, yeah, this is the winter edition. Unfortunately, based on the availability, and as I'm sure you've noticed also with yesterday's pink edition, I could not find the two normal and sugar-free in the same size as one another. I could only find 8-ounce sugar-frees, and I could only find 12-ounce normals. So this is just what we're going to have to work with. And if everybody could stop driving by my road right now, that would be great, because I can barely hear myself think. Oh, God. So, of course, let's crack her open and have a sip. Alrighty. Colors. Is that blue? No, that's yellow. Alright, well, that's the exact piss battery acid color that I was thinking I'd be looking at. I mean, it just smells like apple. I already know that I like this one a lot. This is no real surprise here. So, I'm excited for this one. That being said, bottoms up. Okay, so I will say, much like the pink edition, this is actually a little bit better as a chug rather than a sip. And I think the reason for that is because when you sip it, you can taste that ginger flavor in there. And when you're chugging it, you cannot taste the ginger at all. You just taste the apple. Obviously, the apple is the very upfront flavor. The ginger is a little bit more in the background. And it's not super, super prominent, but you do notice it. And it's not bad, but it does, for me, it takes away from it. It still tastes good, and I still think, another sip here. I still think this would be probably a 7.5 as a sip. I know I gave it an 8 in the Advent chugs, but I just feel it's a little bit more fitting as 7.5 because if you're drinking one of these, most likely you're not chugging it. You're just going to be sipping it. And I think this does make a better chug drink, like I said. So 7.5 I think is fair. But does that feeling reign true with the sugar-free? I don't know. So this one was also part of the Advent chugs, and I felt the same way about it. Great as a chug, gave it an 8, tasted exactly the same to me. Now, I'm assuming with this one, much like the normal one, I'm going to be tasting the ginger a little bit more as a sip. And if it's anything like the pink, then I expect that, I'm not really going to taste much of a difference here. Maybe just like a slight artificial sweetener flavor that's a little more prominent than the other one. But the only way to find that out is to crack her open. Oh, yeah. I'm assuming that's also yellow. Oh, fuck, I keep pouring that on my car. That's very much yellow. Oh, God. All right, I'm going to be smelling apple for the rest of the day. I apparently don't know proximity, and I just snorted some of this while I was trying to sniff it. That being said, smells exactly the same as the normal one. Just smells like apple. So I'm assuming the sip is going to taste exactly the same, but with that being said, bottoms up, let's sip it. Yeah, exactly what I expected. Same flavor, very, very slight artificial sweetener flavor. That is a little more noticeable. Doesn't take away from it. Still think it's a 7.5. I expect that for all the normal and sugar-free flavors, that's just going to be how this goes. They're going to taste pretty much exactly the same, but the sugar-free is going to have like a slight, artificial flavor to it. But I actually will say, it's weird to say, I don't notice the ginger as much in this one. I still think it's a 7.5, but I think I prefer the sugar-free this time. Oddly enough, usually the sugar drinks taste a little bit better, but I don't taste the ginger. And like I said with the normal one, the ginger does kind of take away from it for me personally. So I think I'm going to have to say that the sugar-free is a little bit better. Still 7.5. It's not better enough to qualify it as an 8, but they're pretty good. They're a solid apple drink, so if you want something apple-y for your wintertime drink, this would be the way to go. So yeah, great. But yeah, so that being said, here's the winters. Again, I keep saying it, running out of words. I think the cold is starting to break my brain. But yeah, so here it is. This is it. The end of 2025, practically. So, Merry Christmas, everyone, because tomorrow is Christmas. So, everybody have a great Christmas. Merry Christmas. I hope you get lots of presents. I hope Santa eats all the cookies and drinks all the milk. And if you've been naughty, ho, ho, ho.